With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season, and we've got a good Monday nighter in store as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Gun. Fast. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming out.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Here we go.
Lawrence from his end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover. gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Jaguars at 10-1 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey,
2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Miles Murphy. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter. Think right open, open. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. A good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with ETN. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
There's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to ETN.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Now a 2nd and 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! I'm not right! I'm not right!
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Part of their strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game, and
he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Gun.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11 MT, take.
Mixing up the middle. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
12.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
All right, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Lawrence will throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a give to Etienne. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I'm one, ready?
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Gun.
2nd and 10.
11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshivas. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? They'll get 34 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
11.
And Jones will go in motion right. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go. 12.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they...
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Etienne, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll go again with Etienne. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Gain on the play. First down, Bengals.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
11 MT. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st down, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Etienne once more. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey, Ryan.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Etienne with it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
12. 11 MT. 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
12.
Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Here we go. 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Gotta go.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Bengals.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he finds Howard, complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
12. 11. 11. Stop.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
11 Thomas.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Here we go.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On one, ready?
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 12, 12, 12. Back.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Trenton Irwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
22.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And 6.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Hey,
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd down.
12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And the Bengal first down.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Throwing. Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
I'm one, right?
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
11, 11, 11, 11.
To throw, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
First down, Bengals.
Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's first and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
I'm one, ready?
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's second and 10.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go.
Big play looming here. This is third and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
Cincinnati.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the left,